So keep marching, head down to the dawn. Waiting for the morning sun. So keep marching on.
Hey guys, the one and only Captain Rendrag here. We're going to talk real quickly about Trinity Church and some of the truths and some of the fictions of that. One of the things we must hammer home is that the fact that the church was built in between 1724 and 1725. Later would be remodeled around it, and you see what you see today. My ancestor, Robert Gardner, is one of the gentlemen that was involved. There's about 6 or 7 more that you can see on the steps to enter the church as well. Great church, great Congress right now. You guys get a chance to go there, definitely do it up. The minister is really good, and especially around the 4th of July, they do an excellent sermon. They do some good stuff for the families all summer long for concerts, and also come the fall, they do a pumpkin patch for the kids. Now, getting that out of the way, we're going to talk about some of Trinity Church's darker side. And there is a darker side to this church. And the dark side to this church is it was actually a British strong point during the American Revolutionary War. It's where a lot of the officers did their duties, and a lot of the soldiers met up to drill, and NCOs for orders of the day. Now, that's part of the dark side. The other part of the dark side is the church congregation back then were loyalists, which is one of the things that stopped this church from getting turned into a hospital or barracks for the soldiers, which would have definitely caused some harm to the structure. Now, when the French came in to when they did come in 1780, and it's the anniversary of this, believe it or not, is July 11th, when Rochambeau came in, guidance through one of my ancestors as well, helped him, Caleb, get inside there and push the British out. Now, the French did not have any part, as far as it says, the French fleet did not have any part in bombarding the city. Both fleets, the British and the French, had actually acquired some damage during a storm. So the French and the British turned around. The French were in Narragansett. They turned around out to start repair. And the British, two of the most infamous ships, of course, the Rose and the Squirrel, very dangerous ships. I know a squirrel, huh? Squirrel boy. 20 guns to the Squirrel. Turned around after the damage and headed back up to Boston for repair. Little to be known that they'd be met with the French out there as well and have to turn around somewhere else and find repair in other areas. So that's some of the dark history to Trinity. All right, the next church on my agenda to be talking about, yes, I'm going to be visiting quite a few more of these churches in Rhode Island because I believe their historical significance is large. St. Mary's, the oldest Catholic church in Rhode Island, was established in Newport. Now, the brick building that you see now wasn't built until later on. The first building that was part of St. Mary's Church was a wooden schoolhouse that was purchased. It was purchased in 1828, and this structure was purchased, and next to it they would start building a larger wooden structure. The Irish did. The same Irish, by the way, that built Fort Adams built this larger structure that would house about 800 Catholic patrons inside there. That was not safe, and they knew it wasn't safe, so the Catholic Church decided to go forth with building another one. And the one that you see up in this picture, that was started. They started construction of that, and later on in 1847, the first that was the first idea to start that. The first brick that was laid down for this building was not done until August 15th of the same year. And then June 14th, 1849, Bishop Bernard O'Reilly would consecrate the church and turn it into what you see today. Some great people, things that happened to this church during its standing, that during the Civil War, I don't know if it changed from a Catholic to a Protestant, because normally the military was Protestant or Methodist based, so that'd be something to look up. But the United States Navy Academy took a hold of it during the Civil War, and that's where they had their services. Another great person that was inside there, not great, but a notable person, we're going to do Colonel Jeremiah Napoleon Bonaparte, which we know that is the grandnephew of Napoleon. He married Caroline Leroy to Leroy Egger, to Daniel Webster, who we all know as a Webster Dictionary. And then most famous of all that was married inside of that church, we have Jacqueline Onassis to JFK. If you guys get a chance, it's free to go into both of these churches, both Trinity and inside of St. Mary's. I have yet to be inside of St. Mary's. I have been on the outside. It is one of my due diligence to go inside there, but every time I do, I seem to catch it when it's in the middle of its service, and I don't want to interrupt that. The grounds are gorgeous in both of them. There's a really cool cemetery on the side of Trinity, very, very old. It's worth your tour, guys. So if you get a chance, definitely go up there. These buildings are both free. They do take donations. You can definitely put in a couple bucks in the altar pan, especially if you're a godly person. It's worth it. They're both very friendly folks inside there, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So go down there, check it out, get off the beaten path. These buildings are definitely just as important as going to the fort or the artillery company in Newport or some of the other museums inside there. These buildings definitely did shape Newport, and the Patriots and the Congress as well shaped Newport as we know it today. Keep it in mind, the Irish and the Catholics were not very well liked, especially for for St. Mary's. So they took a big chance putting this thing up there, and it stayed up there until we speak till today. Go check it out.
Is that Captain Rendrag? Is he walking the streets of Newport? Yeah, we better report this. We see him up here, and we gotta report this to Chuckles the Clown. Maybe we can be the ones that get him, and we will be rewarded. Not those other silly gnomes that can't get anything done back in Rhode Island. Yeah, Cranston, Rhode Island. Those gnomes are bums. They don't do anything right. We kind of talking a lot. It looks like he's getting away. Is he getting away? Yeah, I think he's getting away. Well, too bad. He's going too fast. We're not going to chase him. Now, let's look around this store to see if there's any candy up here. Oh, I like that idea. Let's go see if there's candy. Come on, Stars. Come on, Blue Stripes. Let's go get some candy.
I took a lot of pictures, so instead of, recording stuff and battery-wise, I figured I would talk about some of the pictures up here in the next couple episodes. And some of the history here in beautiful downtown Newport, and some of the stuff outside of downtown Newport. A great day was had hanging out with my friend Amy, and I'm very thankful that she came down from the Cape to come down and check out Newport. I hope she had a good time. Next time, I will get her to the crazy beach up there. I took her to the one down in Fort Adams, and of all things, the poor lady is not a fan of snakes, and what do we see? A sea snake. So they're definitely out here. It was a little one, but feisty little one too. I'm going to put some more pictures up here for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy some of the stuff I'm going to talk about. Not great detail, but some good detail, some of the pictures. But The one and only Captain Rendrag, over and out.
Oh, I see that you clowns failed too up there in Newport to get him. Was it really that hard to get Captain Rendrag? You could have tripped him onto the cement, and then he would have been ready. You got a Gus called good old Corporal Killjoy. He would have moved into where he needs to be, and I would be nice and comfy inside that body. But no, you got distracted. You got too far away. When I get out of here, I'm coming up to see you gnomes too, and I'm gonna make sure that you walk the plank.